Alright, so now we're going to be putting the upper chain guard. That's this long, skinny piece of bent sheet metal. There are 3 holes in here. We're going to be focusing on the 2 that are going to go toward the back of the bike. This front hole will be used later for something else. And where we're going to mount this is there are 2 mounting tabs here with holes in them. So when I got this bike, this tab in the back was actually bent up, and I had to take a soft hammer or a piece of wood and tap it down and straighten it out. Of course, that messed up my paint, so I had to do a little touch up there. All right, oh, my paint was still wet. All right, so here we've got the upper chain guard in place, and now we're going to take the lower chain guard, and that is going to go down here. A couple of short screws. All right, now the 2 chain guards of the back tire are in place. Now we're going to focus on the rear fender. The rear fender has 2 large holes here in the back of it, and 2 holes in each side. What we're going to do first, the hardware kit includes these 2 rubber grommets, these 2 brass, I don't even know what to call them, and then we got a couple of screws. So what we're going to do is to insert the rubber grommet into a hole here. Okay. And the second one. And then we're going to take the brass bits, insert them like so, and then what will happen is the screws will go up into there. Now for the side holes, we've got some flat rubber washers and 4 screws for that. So let's put this on the bike. Alright, so there's two holes here with welded nuts on. So the bolts run up from the bottom of the fender right into there. We're not going to snug everything up right away. You never want to do that until you get all the nuts and the bolts started, in case you got to make adjustments. Now, this wasn't in the instructions because the instructions were lacking, but I'm thinking that these rubber washers are going to go between the bracket here and here that the bolt goes through. You know, I'm missing something. Nuts. We need to have some nuts on these. Alright, so I got the nuts. And let's start this. I think we'll have to see if we can get them both bolts fed in at the same time with that rubber washer. Well, that rubber washer went somewhere, we'll find it. All right. This is the hard part, getting the holes lined up. Get a nut on the inside of one of them. One of them's going through, the other one's not lining up quite right. All right, anyway, so let me show you what I'm trying to do here. See that bracket right there? Trying to get the bolts run through there and nuts on the opposite side. So I'm gonna turn this camera off and I'll get back to you when this gets done. Alright, so it was quite the pain, but I did get the 2 bolts here, the 2 bolts here, and the 2 bolts there tight. I did have to do some pushing and pulling and tugging on that plastic fender to get everything lined up, but she's done. I really hope I'm not going to have a problem getting the seat bolts. Guess I can reach in there, but anyway. Alright, let's move forward.